What are some harsh truths about love and attraction? Love is a choice you make every day. Don't follow the butterflies. Those will come and go. Find someone who you think will make a dependable and honest partner. Oh, and if you see crazy coming, cross the street. I don't care how hot they are or how good their sex is. I am saving you heartache. Listen to me and learn from my pain. And I don't care who you are. You know when someone is not good for you. Listen to your gut. Sometimes even the kind of love that shakes you to the core, that becomes a part of who you are, still can't break the chains of circumstance. Requited yet unobtainable love is a potent flavor of heartbreak. Love doesn't mean that you will always agree with each other and will never have an argument. No matter how intelligent or rational you are usually, it all goes out the window once you are attracted enough to someone. You will behave in irrational and downright stupid ways, do things you can't explain, and afterwards wonder what the hell you were thinking. From my experience, breaking up is always harder than I thought it would be. The saddest thing in a relationship that isn't outwardly awful abusive is when someone dates another person because that person likes them. It's like telling yourself that you aren't good enough, so let's settle for this person. I've seen a lot of ruined friendships because one person mistook the attraction of being loved with actually being in love. Hard pill for me to swallow tonight. If it's not an enthusiastic hell yes, then it's a no. And I don't mean that just in a sexual way. Obviously if someone isn't excited about sexy times, then you absolutely need to stop. If someone says they want to hang out and blow you off for several hours, then it's a no. There will be inner doubt about your choice of partner, despite the fact that you love him or her. Sometimes you think, could I have done better? Love may well be the port you're trying to dock in, but attraction is more likely to be a siren song than a lighthouse. And like most sailors, you're probably too desperate and a little stupid to tell the difference. For a lot of people, love isn't enough and attraction is necessary. There is always one partner that loves more. Sometimes love isn't enough. Your crush probably doesn't like you back. Sorry middle schoolers of Reddit, it had to be said. 1. You are usually attracted by someone different from you. That feels new and exotic, but it's usually easier to respect, and thus love, someone who is more akin to you. 2. Attraction comes and goes, but routine is the enemy number 1. In long-term relationships and in marriage you need to actively swim against the current of routine. You will only bring yourself to do it if you love your partner and yourself, because it is a constant struggle. You will never be 100% sure that your partner won't cheat on you, and there is nothing you can do to prevent it from happening. 2 people falling in love like in the movies is possible but completely accidental, and a lot of people will die never experiencing it. You might fall in love with a person that you are not attracted to. You might forgive 1,000 shortcomings of a person you are attracted to. Both suck and both are great for their own reasons. Throw an age, or where you're at in life, and both are going to suck eventually. Most attractive PPL are genuinely kind and charismatic. Turns out the full package does exist. Those who pretend that looks and personality must always be completely opposed to one another are shallow and bitter. The question shouldn't be how do I find someone who fulfills all of my expectations, but rather how do I find someone compatible with me? Incompatible PPL can have the perfect looks and perfect character traits, but if they don't match with your needs and plans they aren't right for you. You'll probably not find that 10/10 significant other. I could make a whole list for a perfect girl, but realistically, she's maybe not out there. You don't know if she wants to be with you for the rest of your life. That's the scariest thing to me about love. Best case scenario, you both die at exactly the same time. Normal scenario, one of you dies first, leaving the other alone and heartbroken. Worst case scenario, you split, leaving one or both of you heartbroken. It's a classic lose-lose-lose situation. Love and lust are 2 very different things. Lust will always fizzle out eventually. You better have something to fill the gap or your relationship is doomed. You can still love someone, but no longer be in love with that someone. A backwards slide from lover to friend. Love is all you need, is a crock of it. Love is important in a relationship, but people can love each other very much and make each other absolutely miserable. There's more to relationships than a feeling. 1. Looks do matter. They're not the only thing that matters. But people who say looks don't matter are either liars or fools or trying to soothe your feelings. 2. Some of us will never find love. 3. Some of us are not capable of love. You may find physical chemistry with someone who isn't aesthetically your type. It may be the best physical chemistry you've ever had, but your brain may not let you be comfortable with it. You may feel compelled to seek out your type, only to experience something less intense. Or you may never deviate from your type for social or nebulous self-worth issues, and never experience that chemistry. Duck. It's complicated. Sometimes I think the hardest part of being hypersexual is finding out chemistry comes in different forms. Your parents have influenced who you find attractive. That they still very much could still have leftover feelings for their ex while currently dating you. They can get overcome their feelings and never act on them, but it can still be present in a relationship. It's all just chemicals rewarding a process that we see in the abstract because of domestication. I'm not special and neither are you. Just because both partners love each other, it does not mean the relationship will last. No matter how much you love someone, how much you have in common, no matter how perfect you think you are for each other, none of that matters if they don't feel the same way. There is no perfect combination of words or actions that can sway them if they are not interested. Often trying too hard only makes you seem desperate and undesirable. If you don't learn to take no for an answer, you're only going to destroy your friendship. Sorry, Tim. Some people are wonderful during the honeymoon phase only to show their true colors once they have you. There are no guarantees. Promises don't really mean anything to most people. You can have a magnificent connection with someone, but that doesn't mean they want you. And it takes vulnerability to really love someone. Orgies are not too much fun if no one wants to do it with you. Dr. Steve Brule. Love, or more to the point being in love, is a chemical reaction in the brain that can last up to 2 years. This is why at the start of a relationship you find things your partner does cute and quirky, but once the chemical reaction in your brain subsides they become extremely irritating and annoying to put up with and can be a major contributor to why a marriage breaks down. I went out with a girl once who broke up with me by saying I love you but I am not in love with you. At the time it pissed me off as I thought, what does that even mean, but I have come to understand what it means over time. No husband was ever murdered by his wife while he was doing the dishes. You're never in love. You're just obsessed with someone. Love is when your son tells you he hates you for taking away TV and throws a tantrum, but you go to a different room to take a breath so you won't throw him out of the window. Just because you love each other it doesn't mean you're compatible. It's caused by chemicals in your brain, and romantic love on average lasts 2 years. During that time love is blind. You have to accept the honeymoon phase ends for everyone, and that's when the rose-colored glasses come off. Your crush probably doesn't like you back. Intense crying from kids. You can never guarantee that your partner will stay with you, no matter how many years you have been together and whether you are married or not. Wish the love for a partner was unconditional like the love you have for a child. Love doesn't come from attraction. Attraction disguises itself as love. But real love is unconditional and it's either felt or not. No amount of compromise will save a relationship built solely on attraction. Love is either there or not there. Don't lie to yourself just because you are attracted. Love has no boundaries. Physical, emotional, political, anything. Real love consists of infinite compassion, forgiveness, and understanding. How you love your dog even though it pisses on the rig. How you love your child, and no amount of bad deeds will affect that love. Love is something that transcends space and time. You don't see the thing you love as something that can do wrong. You see that for what it is. Beautiful and imperfect like all things on this planet. Fundamentally flawed in the most beautiful ways. Love is truth. Truth is love. Lies break connections. Connections are love. They're not the same and can be independent from one another. Ditch your expectations. Sounds fatalistic, but I mean it like, don't expect your partner to become someone else for you, but cherish who they are. I might get downvoted to it for this, but attraction can depend on any number of factors including race, gender, genitalia, religion, etc. If a person is not attracted to certain features about you, that doesn't necessarily make them a bigot, nor does it mean that you're unattractive to others. What people want in a partner isn't a choice, you really just need to move on and find someone else that enjoys your qualities. Everyone deserves autonomy, especially when it comes to choosing who you share your body with. Edit. This doesn't count for kiddie diddlers. Don't diddle kids, folks.